Snowy outside, a little chilly, but nice and cozy and warm inside East Kentwood High School, home of the Gotta Get It Basketball Classic. It's Wayne Memorial, runners-up from last year, taking on Muskegon. And Reggie Butler alongside Chad Bush, Charlotte Turbrock on the sidelines. And Reg, we've got a great one. Look, this is a Wayne Memorial team that comes into this year, runners-up from last year, second only to East Lansing. They lost in the finals, a great run, but 4 of those guys are gone. They plug in a new guy in Cyrus Goins, but they've lost a ton this year. Can this Wayne Memorial team get to the finals again and get to Breslin to get a chance for redemption?
Well, they have the coach, and their best player can really help them do it. And Jalon Allen, I mean, he's phenomenal. So it's really just getting how much better their other guys get throughout the season.
Steve Brooks in his 14th year, time at Ypsilanti beforehand, a great coach in this great state of Michigan. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Muskegon, and another guy that's had his time and done great things. It's 50-year head coach Keith Guy to lead Muskegon, a team that comes in 5-0 and off a win last night against Ottawa Hills.
Yeah, Keith Guy is the guy. You know, he's a phenomenal coach, phenomenal motivator. I mean, they have great talent. You know, you got James Martin and crew. They have a few players who are college level. And so, I mean, they're going to look to really get primed for a state championship run.
There you see the starters for Wayne Memorial, led by Jalon Allen, who you mentioned, 22 points a game, 4 assists to lead them. And Brandon Quick, one of the forwards. Cyrus Goins, one of the new guys who came over, Reg, 18 points, 9 rebounds. The Flat Rock transfer at 6'7". He'll be big tonight. He's been big for them already, kind of replacing that big 4 they lost last year.
Yeah, absolutely. His growth game by game has been something to watch, and he's going to continue getting better. As players like him get confidence, he'll be better and better.
Meanwhile, for the Big Red, that's their lineup. And as Reg mentioned, they're led by the UAD Mercy commit James Martin, another Mr. Basketball candidate, and Arquez Petty, Amon Guster, along with Tyson Worthington and Kyron Noble to lead the way for Muskegon. 5-0, beat Ottawa Hills last night. They do a light schedule on the early part of the year to protect them from their football team that typically runs deep. An interesting strategy for Keith Guy, who doubles as their AD.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got to figure it out. He's a wizard, you know, just kind of his scheduling and preparation. And so that's smart, you know, schedule light, allow guys to get confidence, get a feeling. Then when you get your football team back, turn it up.
All right, we're underway, and right away the Zebras get a steal and lose it out of bounds. And it will be the Big Red of Muskegon, ball out of bounds baseline right. Keith Guy, their head coach, in his 23rd year overall, 14th year, and he is closing in on 500 wins. He has 467. Austin Sonnenberg told us all about it. Right wing, Amon 3, Splash City. Get used to that one. That's Tyson Worthington on the triple, and the Big Red lead 3-0.
Yeah, he's a confident shooter. I mean, he doesn't pass up any opportunities.
3-ball Allen, the Toledo commit, no good. Ball pushed ahead by Noble. Noble settles it back to Petty. Petty, rip drive, floater up and good, and the Big Red with a hot start and a 5-0 lead. 1 minute gone by.
Well, one thing you know about a Muskegon team, they're always going to be ready and prepared, and you see them here with a great start. So now you see Jalon Allen with the ball, and he's going to, besides scoring, he's also a great creator for his team.
Cyrus Goins from 3 from the corner right in front of us. And the Flat Rock transfer at 6'6" cuts the lead to 2.
Yep, so even though Goins is asked to do a lot at the rim defensively, offensively they give him the creativity to step out, shoot threes, as well as requiring him to finish there at the basket.
Your classic stretch 4, if you will. A senior uncommitted grabs glass here, and here come the Zebras on the push, ahead with Baylor, and he couldn't handle it, out of bounds.
And so James Martin, who you saw take that shot, hit the side of the backboard. One thing about this guy is, I mean, he has a grown mind. And when I say a grown mind, he's very mature. He could care less that it missed in that fashion. While that might wreck another kid, like, oh my God, I shot it off the backboard. Watch when he gets the ball the very next time. Like, it's not going to affect him the least bit. He's very mature.
No conscience is a good thing at times. Petty lost it, but it's picked up by Lambers, who checked into the Muskegon lineup. They'll rest Guster. Mon Guster will sit.
What you see here is a lot of pressure defense. Both teams, like their coaches, really are on them about, hey, pressure, don't let up.
A patient offense by the Big Red against this tight man-to-man Zebra defense. And Splash City again, the second triple for Worthington, and the Big Red bumped the lead up to 5. He's got 6 of the 8, Reg.
And that flex offense is working right now. I bet they're patient. They were in the whole thing through and got the 3 that they wanted.
Zebra's best scorer wills his way to the hole and lays it in. That's Jalon Allen, who puts up 22 a game. Tremendous leader, Reg, and there he just takes it upon himself.
Yeah, while getting bumped, it didn't even affect him. You know, he's such a great scorer.
Kyron Noble goes up. Can't complete another poster. We saw a poster in game 1, but Noble's fouled going up. A ferocious attempt and attack from the big fella. Protected by the Zebras, number 23, Smith.
You love to see it. Go to the hole strong, big fella.
Your officials for game 2 are Mike Riddell, along with Richard Gills and Dwight Miller. Game 2 of the Gotta Get It Classic. East Kentwood and Detroit King are next. And Evan Stockton, along with Reggie Butler, the man to my left, will bring you that game. Charlotte Turbrock will also have some analysis and sideline reporting. Missed free throw. Zebras come out clean, down just 3 still. Allen, college-ready guard, high IQ, finds his forward in the front court. Quick misses, and that one's going to go back to the Big Red. As you see the activity of number 5, Kyron Noble at 6'5", the senior.
Yeah, Noble really bothered that, but how about that pass from Allen? I mean, you know, 20-something, 30 feet away, just to be able to thread the needle there to even get it to his teammate.
An incredible passer to go with that 3-level scoring ability. He was the Robin last year to the Batman and the lead man that they lost in Carlos Medlock, the Michigan State commit, who's now at Link Academy in Missouri. They also lost others. Austin Torrey, who's at Grand Valley. They lost Josh Daniels, who's at SWMCC. And they lost Rooks, who's at Schoolcraft, Reg. There's 4 college guys. That's a lot to lose from a runner-up team from a year ago.
It is. I mean, it's a it is. And what this coaching staff has done is they've done a great job of using their bench last year. Using their bench, developing them, allowing guys not to lose confidence because, boom, here you are. They're asked to do something, and so now they've been able to step up. They were used last year. They were developed last year. They were nurtured last year. So that's how you keep guys ready.
Inbound trigger from Dockery, the sophomore. Pass low from Martin, the UAD commit, who gets it back. Couple of Mr. Basketball candidates going at it. Martin puts it up and draws the foul at the rim.
Yep, in Martin's game, it's so unique. It's a mix between patience and aggression. So he's always patient, looking in. He hasn't forced anything yet. But when it's time to go, I mean, look how he goes in. He's able to knife through several people to get fouled.
They really like the all-around ability by this young man. Keith Guy talks about his defensive philosophies and contesting every shot, mainly a man-to-man, but it's a very disciplined, physical, and limiting the top opponent's shot maker to just 1 possession.
And when you talk about contesting every shot, think of what that does. You know how hard it is to make a shot that somebody doesn't want you to make. it's such a different thing. It makes you such a better defensive team.
It's a deep bench for Muskegon as well, and they hold a charge. It's Worthington again, who's been a storyline early, Reg, in this game. He does it on the other side here, drawing the foul.
Yeah, good job giving up his body. We saw him knock down some jump shots earlier, but they're on the defensive end. It's important that he play good defense too.
Follows on Dyer. It's a 4-point game, 4 minutes in. Foul in the backcourt. We expect a kind of a scrappy battle. These two teams kind of similar in play, right, Reg?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Both teams play for coaches to where there's a standard. You know, there's a standard defensively. There's a standard for how hard they need to play. And you see, and what you're going to see is a lot of chippiness per se.
Cyrus Goins with a basketball. Left point for Chase Dyer, who's checked in at 6'3", the senior. Jalon Allen finds an alley, a small one, and won't get it away from Martin. The two Mr. Basketball candidates going at it. Left wing, gives it up, greater good. Worthington 3 again, not this time. Allen with a cute pass left wing, and now he gets it back, ready to shoot. In and out, no. Stick back, Goins, and he'll go line left and shoot 2 shots on the persistent offensive glass.
Good job by Goins being scrappy. They're fighting for the rebound. The ball went off. He didn't stop. He didn't just settle because he wasn't on the side. He swim moved and made sure he got himself an opportunity.
Known as a shooter, but this is a guy that has added some layers to his game in the offseason, and now a complete player, according to his head coach, Steve Brooks.
Shooters that can also rebound and block shots are, they're valuable. They're worth gold.
The bench is golden for the Big Reds. It has been already this year through 5 games. Ethan Matthews checks in, the junior at 6'6". And returning is Amon Guster, who started the 5'11" senior. Whistle and a timeout on the floor. And the official, Richard Gills, wants to get an explanation. It's a clock thing. 3.5 left, 9-7 your score. Muskegon, who won a state title under Guy in 2014, 7 Final Four appearances under his tutelage. Pull up 15-footer and it rattles in. That's Arquez Petty at 5'9", the senior.
Ooh, you see how fast he was on that and able to stop on a dime. What a nice pull-up.
Puts up 7 a game and 3 dimes a contest. In is the reserve guard Christian Baylor at 6'3". He's just a 9th grader. He's in this corner, the bottom left of your screen. And he wants the rock from Allen. Doesn't get it here. Dish down left block. Nice up and under move by the big fella, Brandon Quick, who puts up 8 and 8, the returning 7th man from a year ago.
Yeah, and that was a nice move. Great catching. Did you see that pass by Allen?
Sharp.
I think we're going to say that at least 5 or 6 more times. Did you see that pass by Allen?
He's cold. Much improved as Quick. He's a late bloomer on the recruiting circuit. Allen with a steal, 3-on-2 developing. Allen is held from behind. Allen is held from behind, and it was caught by the official, Dwight Miller, quite keenly.
That was crafty. So we see there, nice move by Quick, just able to pump fake and step through. And another incredible thing was Allen, who had the fast break, slowed down, let the defender catch up, found him with his left hand, kind of put it out there, and then the defender grabbed it. So that's just craftiness.
There you saw Keith Guy, the head coach, looking clean across the way. In that sharp suit. Goins kicks it across to the rookie. The freshman pull up from 19 is off. Well defended by Lambers. Attack to the hole, Euro step out of control, no good. Off for Martin. And here come the Zebras who want to run. Jalon Allen, the future Toledo Rocket, got busted for a push-off and a fine defensive stand-in play for Ethan Matthews, who came in off the bench.
Yep, and good job. Showed his hands, and moved his feet.
.44% from the floor for Muskegon. Similarly, 43% from the floor for the Zebras. 3 more shots in this game for the Big Red. 90 seconds left in the first. Left wing 3 on the way. Splash City. Cyrus Goins with another. He's got 8 to lead the building. 8 of the dozen for the Zebras, who have gained the lead in their favor.
I'll tell you what, Goins, if he shows he can rebound and also block a few shots, and we're not talking about the perspective as a center, like, you know, Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm just talking about, like, block the shots that a long 6'6" guy should block. You know, a few mid-range jump shots and things. I mean, he's going to really be able to have a chance for college. And there with the hold being called, and both teams being so aggressive offensively. They're just attacking, and the defense is there as well. As we mentioned, their coaches, they play for high-level coaches who demand that they play defense. So you're not going to see open shots, easy shots from either team.
How difficult is it for a team, Reg, that gets to the state finals, loses players like this, to come back the next year and feel like, look, a successful season, you could do things other than get to the state title and win it. What's it like for a team with such high expectations like the Zebras, who finished second last year overall?
Well, it's a few things. It depends on how much they talk about last year. You know, last year was phenomenal, but it was a different team. So when sometimes what happens when things start to go wrong the next year, so they have enough talent, but when things start to go wrong next year, they talk about last year this didn't happen, and last year, and last year, and last year, you know, and guys never really go to their full potential this year. You know, the thing is to move on, celebrate what you learned last year, but move on.
Quick with the offensive rebound and the quick leap off this miss from Allen. And the Zebras have been a problem on the offensive glass. Credit Quick and his abilities. Such a quick player to get to that glass and get rewarded.
Yeah, now, I mean, I like the motor that he plays with. We saw him have a nice catch earlier, pump fake and step through. There was a good offensive rebound. I mean, he's very valuable to this team with what he does.
2 points, 2 rebounds. He's looking to add to that here. As you see our sponsors on the left side. And the reason for us able to do this broadcast. Appreciate all the prep sponsors as well. As we are in the midst of the high school winter season. And the top tournament in the state, the Gotta Get It Classic. And its co-founders Mike Thomas and Miss Tetrick Thomas. And we'll see Mike's team in game number 3 as Evan Stockton and Reggie Butler will call East Kentwood against Detroit King. Right now, Muskegon in this tied first quarter wants the last shot, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes no sense to shoot it early and give the other team another chance at it.
Guster averages 5 points a game. 7 on the timer. He drives. 3 on the timer. Back out. 2 got a hustle. Contested 3. Bang! A.J. Lambers, the freshman, with a money shot with a clock winding down and a Mr. Basketball draped all over him. How about this one to unlevel this game, Reg?
Yeah, phenomenal shot. They waited to the last second, which is what they intended to do, and he knocked it down.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. That's Keith Guy, the bench boss in his 14th year. He graduated from Muskegon Heights, where he had a fine career himself, went to Ferris State, got his degree from CMU, Fire Up Chips, winningest all-time coach in Muskegon history. 467 wins. He won a state title in 2014. He's been to 7 Final Fours, and he coached back-to-back Mr. Basketballs, Deshaun Thrower and Deontay Davis. And I think Thrower is on his staff. He is, along with Josh Wall and Takari Churchwell. And there he is, the coolest looking coach around, best dressed in the tournament. With all due respect to the other coaches, nobody looks cleaner than Keith Guy.
Not at all. I mean, man, he takes this serious, and you know, he's a presentation. I mean, he's a great mentor for his guys on how to approach things, present yourself. And I love the staff. You know, he has Thrower back on the staff.
How about the throwdown? Kyron Noble attacking from the left wing.
Man, Noble plays with some energy. I love how he gets up and down. He's a ball of energy out there.
First points of the game, kick to the corner is errant and away from Goins, and here come the Big Red. They're up by 5. This is their largest lead.
Yep, and they've really turned it up defensively, causing turnovers.
Zebras have led just once with about 86 seconds left in the first. Lead has changed just a couple of times. This is Petty, the point guard. Back out to Noble. We'll see if they can get Martin going, the Mr. Basketball candidate. And speak of the devil, there he is, Martin with a jump shot. Now this guy has big numbers, Reg. Has not really shown out in this game yet. He's scoreless, but here's another look at what he does from the long range.
Yep, nice pull up to where he made the defender, Allen, be able to hit him on the arm. And Martin is a guy who can go from 0 to 60 in a second. You know, you can look up and by halftime he has 12 points. I mean, he's just that dynamic. You know, his next level will be consistent along with the dynamic, because boy, when he is on, he is on. So he just has to kind of try to learn how to keep himself involved through the long stretches of the game.
Makes them both. Split the pair, rather. My bad. And that makes it a 6-point bump. Martin, meanwhile, missed last year, the majority of it. Missed about 3/4 of the season. Banker, tough luck miss, no good from Jeremiah Smith. Here come the Big Red on the run. +6, looking for more. Glasser, no good. Cleaned up by Martin. A fresh set for Worthington and the Big Red.
An offensive rebound, so key.
Long corner jumpers off the mark for Kyron Noble, the 6'5" forward. The Big Red. Goins from the corner from distance, no good.
Good box out there by Worthington.
You bet. Left wing 3, A.J. Lambers again. The future Rocket, Jaylon Allen, is fouled on the floor. That'll go on James Martin. That's his second foul. And with 6:02 to go until the break, Muskegon enjoying their largest lead of 6.
Yep, and Muskegon doing a good job of their guard. Martin, he did get that foul, but they have so many players that athletically they can throw at you.
Roy Johnson to trigger baseline left. Meanwhile, the Big Red will go to the bench. Kyron Noble will sit, and they'll return Ethan Matthews, the 6'6" junior. Inbound Allen far corner against Worthington. Backs him down, steps back, 15-footer is cash money.
Yeah, great job by Allen. I mean, he's such a talent. He's mature. You see him there with the steal. I mean, he's just a really, really good player.
Allen floater, and now he's getting hot. Back-to-back buckets, and it's just 6 points for Allen, Reg, but you get him going, and watch out. He's a streaky scorer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful bounce pass in the post. Oversized, no good for Matthews. And the Zebras want to talk it over. And we will too. Back with more from the Gotta Get It after these.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Steve Brooks, the head coach, made his big mark in Ypsilanti from 03 to 21. Had some great teams there. He's from Flint. He went to Flint Northern, some prize programs there. And then he went out to Boise State, played a little ball himself, and he works inside the school. But this man has had some elite seasons, including Elite Eight 3 times with Ypsilanti and the Grizzlies. Coach of the Year 7 times. And Steve Brooks has his son as an assistant reg, Ryan Brooks, who's his primary developer and ops manager. And he loves to do some fishing as well. Steve Brooks, one of the great ones in the state of Michigan, coaching basketball.
Oh, yeah, you can't say enough about this guy. First of all, the history of Flint Northern players and coaches, and then, you know, all the players that have played for Coach Brooks, all the players he's had an influence on. I mean, even his older players who are now adults, they tell you about the stories he taught them, the lessons he taught them, and he's a great coach as well.
Off the missed 3, Ethan Matthews with a rebound. Over the top is Goins. He'll get busted for the foul. It's going to be 3rd on Goins, who has 8 points and 3 rebounds. The only loss on the year for Wayne Memorial is their loss to a Louisiana team named Calvary Baptist, the number 4 ranked team in the state of Louisiana. And they came up here and played because Victor Morris is their head coach, an Inkster native and a former player under Steve Brooks. And it was a 62-50 win for Calvary Baptist on 12-20 up here in Michigan. But the best win of the year so far for the Zebras is their win over Renaissance, a 77-67 win earlier this year. Jalon Allen is a guy that they've been without at times this year. He had an injured knee and was out for 13 days. He was out for that game against Calvary Baptist. Missed shot, stick back, and a really tough rim that popped out the Brandon Quick offensive rebound, his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and just wasn't able to finish it. How about that rebound by Lambers, who was
right
down there, being able to limit them to that shot right there.
4:10 left, 2-point lead for Muskegon, who has had the lead for most of this game. Muskegon number 3, Wayne number 4, vice versa, according to most.
Muskegon, they run the traditional flex offense, and that's an offense that requires you to be very disciplined and guard throughout the whole time.
Somewhere George Porritt, Dan Fife are smiling.
Dan Fife and Ben Kelso.
And Ben Kelso, did not know that.
Yeah, the flex, those are all schools that traditionally ran that flex, and they would run it for, I would say hours, but it was really minutes, but it felt like hours having to guard that.
Had to guard against it in practice. Notice I said practice. Not much in the games. They didn't want me in there, but certainly a lot of reps in practice with that, with George Porritt, our head coach. Also had time with Denny Butcher. Shout out to both those great coaches.
Oh, awesome.
And Denny ran a different offense. So, Jalon Allen with a rock, the Mr. Basketball candidate to the right wing to the freshman, who the crowd thinks walked.
Yep.
Chase Dyer gave it up.
And when it went back to Allen, what happened? He settled it down. There's no shot clock. Another player might have caught it and just been frantic just because, like, the crowd, and it was almost a turnover and just went to the hole. Allen caught it and said, nope, run our stuff.
High IQ player, Jalon Allen, maybe the headiest in the state. Excellent passer, but even better decisions like that he makes on the reg.
Exactly.
Allen right wing working against Petty. Good matchup here. 1-on-1, 2.5 to go. 2-3 zone for the Big Red.
How about this defense by Muskegon?
High post pass to Smith, and it's knocked away, and the energy in the building of the Big Red, who made a nice trip over. starting to gain some momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. They're over here on this side of the state. And listen, the town, the city of Muskegon, loves their sports. And it's really a sports town. I mean, they've had so many good athletes there in the Muskegon area. You know, the town believes that Keith Guy, he brings their former players back to be coaches. I mean, they're all in. The town of Muskegon comes together. And I'll be honest, like, sports is good for a lot of those kids in Muskegon. You know, they have a lot of things they can get into. And the way that the sports programs embrace them, even if they're not super talented, it's a great thing.
Outstanding community. The northwest part of this state. Dribble, drive, kick out. Quick travel, or an offensive foul rather. It's going the other way. Big Red get a stop and a strong statement on this defensive end.
They earned that. You know how many other teams, like, after playing good defense for a while, they would have, like, so as crazy as this sounds, some kids get tired of playing defense and they just reach in. You know, they play defense for probably over a minute and a half right there and knocked the ball out of bounds. Then Wayne got the ball back in and they play good defense again. Like, that's discipline.
Yep. One good turnover deserves another. It's an offensive foul, and they're going to get Guster. And that will mean free throws line right. Oh, no, that won't. My bad. Allen fooled me, lining up like he was at the free throw line.
I think he was speaking into existence what he wanted.
Nothing wrong with that. Roy Johnson. Back to Smith. Smith, who sat out last year, who started since 12-20. But this time it's Jalen Allen getting loose with it. And it's back to a one-possession game, Reg.
Yeah, and that was a tough basket there.
Worthington, right wing, not this time. Made his first two, lost his last two. Kyron Noble with a big boy stick back. And the lead grows to 5 with 70 seconds left.
He's so active.
Tavion Taylor for 3. The freshman's pull up no good. And the Big Red have a 5-on-3 the other way. Kyron Noble pass picked off. Stepped in front, and Smith cleans it up.
And I think in that situation, you don't throw him the ball right there.
Allen, 19-footer, no good. Fight for the rebound, and one out by Quick. Again on the offensive glass. 3 no good from Taylor.
I love how this game is being officiated. I mean, they're not calling ticky-tack fouls. I don't believe in, you know, brawls, but if there's no advantage gain, they're allowing you to touch each other. You know, they're allowing you to bump into each other. So, and these are the teams that can handle it.
Shout out to Mike Riddell, Richard Gills, and Dwight Miller, the officials. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. 14.5 seconds to go until halftime. Charlotte Turbrock will have your coach is at halftime. And she'll have one on the front end and one on the back end. And so stick around at half. We could not do this without Miller Johnson, one of our proud sponsors today, where the growth of Michigan is at the core of Miller Johnson. Taylor Home Care, also sponsoring this Gotta Get It Classic. And home care service, proudly serving individuals with physical and mental disabilities in West Michigan since 2012. Pepino Sports Grill in the South location especially. Get out to Pepino South. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 and 10 to close. Daily food and drink specials and over 55 large screen TVs, so you never miss a play. Pepino South, your home for food, drinks, and sports. Your local West Michigan paving contractor, Superior Asphalt since 1983. And basketball with 10 seconds to go, and here we go. Petty with a basketball. Around a screen, kick to the corner, 3 at the horn. Splash City.
Lambert, and that was a big-time 3 there by Lambers again. So he hit the shot earlier, and then he comes right back and hits another shot before the end of the half.
Lambers with the triple, and he has been trouble from downtown in this game. Reg, the setup was beautiful as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they played it to perfection, just being able to work the clock, and then he stepped up and hit the big-time shot.
Well, Charlotte Turbrock has the head coach for Muskegon, Keith Guy, standing by. Charlotte, take it away.
Testing. Oh, thanks, Chad. Coach, how do you feel about the team's performance in the first half? They were shooting 40%. Lots of diversity in who was scoring, though.
Yeah, we try to have diverse in our attack. We got a lot of guys that can do a lot of different things, and we just got to calm down. We make runs and then we let them back in with our own mistakes. So we just got to do a better job of just, doing better, executing on both ends for consistent stretches of time.
In the first quarter especially, the game was super close, tied for most of it. You guys broke out, got the lead in the second quarter. What is going to be the message to these boys to keep them in the game?
First of all, we got to rebound better, control the gaps, and then take care of the ball, execute on every possession.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate it. Halftime is upon us. 27-19 in the lead is Muskegon. More to come from halftime after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
GottaGetIt is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Welcome back to the GGI Classic. I am here with Brandon Ball. Brandon, you have over 15 years of experience mentoring kids, teaching kids, and coaching kids. How has that been for you so far?
Oh man, it's been an incredible journey. I actually went to high school right out here in Grand Rapids Union. And so I met a key person that really changed my life was Thomas Kelly. Went to Michigan State, went to Grand Rapids Union, and he used to come back from playing overseas and really take a group of kids under his wing. And so that really changed my life. And so once I got done playing, I actually moved to Boston, and I was able to kind of take a couple journeys that really were incredible journeys that I was truly blessed to be a part of.
What are some of the biggest things that you have learned on your journey that you emphasize on the kids that you teach?
Oh man, I'm super huge on just being consistent, discipline, accountability, but really man, just really being consistent. Never getting too high, never getting too low. And just staying the course, and just doing the right things a lot.
In the first half, some of the kids came over to talk to you. It looks like they really love you. How have you built this relationship with the children?
Oh man, honestly, they feel it. They feel it. It's something you have to feel. It's the passion, it's the love. It's just being someone that I didn't have, and so being in that position, it's truly easy to kind of just give yourself for hours at a time. So and with them, I hold them accountable. I'm pretty tough on them, but at the same time, I pick them up. I'm there for them when they do things right, and so it's sticks and carrots, and so it's incredible. It's that relationship is one of the cornerstones of what I do.
What are some of the biggest things that you instill in the kids when it comes to on the court?
Really the next play. Really just being able to push through. I think, your body language, being able to, be a great teammate. That's important. But the biggest thing is really the first thing is effort. No coaches want to coach effort. So get out there, dive on the floor, do the dirty things, do the little things, and then your game, it'll come from that.
Well, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure getting to know about you and the journey that you have been on and impacting the kids. So
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks
All
a lot.
right,
Thanks
guys,
for
we'll
having
be right back after this break.
Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love, Peace, and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love, Peace, Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic. Right now, Wayne Memorial trailing Muskegon. Let's go to Charlotte Turbrock, who's standing by with the Wayne Memorial head coach.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, you guys were only shooting 33% in that first half. What do you want to see in this next one?
We have to have more ball movement. We did a lot of standing around, and not identifying shooters.
You guys were tied for most of the first quarter. Second quarter got a little behind. What was the message to the boys to keep their head in the game?
Just a whole second half to go. You know, so we're used to this kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate it. Well, let's get a look at the first half, Reg, and I want your thoughts as well. You heard Steve Brooks' thoughts, but Wayne Memorial, a team that he feels confident can come back from games like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you have a coach like him and a player like Jaylon Allen, anything's possible. Some of the role players have to step up a little bit more for Wayne Memorial. And they've been playing hard, doing the little things, but got to be able to knock down some shots, too.
Here you see the slam coming, and productivity and all over for Muskegon as you get a look at the Zebras. And Jaylon Allen, I mean, the point tally, look, 4 of 11. They keep him in check to just 8 points in the game. Balanced scoring for Muskegon, though, Reg, led by 6 points amongst 3 players in Petty, Worthington, and Lambers. Notice we did not mention James Martin, who has just 2 points. Meanwhile, on cue, James Martin scratches the surface in the second half, and he gets his second bucket of the game.
You know, so we talked about how dynamic he is, how he could turn it up in a moment. It looks like I can see Coach Guy challenging him at halftime. So even though they're up, I can see him getting right at Martin and saying, hey, you got to do more.
Correction, that's Martin's first field goal. He made 2 of 4 free throws for his first 2 points. Jaylon Allen is broke off the glass, and it's a 10-point lead. This is the largest of the ball game for the Big Red.
And at halftime, I saw him talk to Jaylon Allen, one of his future coaches, at Justin Ingram, there at the University of Toledo. And so, I mean, you know, they've done a phenomenal job with Michigan players, and he's thrilled to get them.
No doubt, as he should be. Williams the other way gets a steal, and Wayne will keep it here on this side of the court, or so I thought. No. Big Red will get it back. Largest lead of the game, and Muskegon wants to go to their bench. They will check Guster out, and they will return A.J. Lambers, the freshman. 10-point lead for Muskegon. Muskegon trying to stay perfect. They're 5-0. They won last night and beat Ottawa Hills. They've had a light first half of the schedule in game volume. Strength of schedule, well, it's debatable, but understanding the strategy, you would see why they wouldn't have maybe a top 10 team until now, as we get a look at the rip and drive from the Mr. Basketball candidate, James Martin at 6'4".
And Martin there at the free throw line is surprised. He's like, hey, I was shooting. Give me my free throws.
That's the 3rd foul in this game for Allen. Goins also has 3 fouls for the Zebras, so foul trouble. How does that impact the way the Big Red attack this defense?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you have players who have to adjust their aggression because of fouls.
Lambers from downtown again. Downtown GR is where that one was from, and Lambers, the freshman, showing out, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a great shooter. He's made some big shots today.
3 triples for him. The answer, much needed from the corner. Roy Johnson quenches. Worthington across the timeline.
That was a much-needed shot right there.
Gets it back to a 10-point bump. It was up to 13. That was the largest. Worthington hunting another one. This time it's blocked. Significant block by Jeremiah Smith. And quickly answered by Smith on the other end. Defense to offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job of pushing the ball ahead via the pass.
Offense is starting to heat up. Kyron Noble with another offensive rebound and a second chance point.
I like what Noble brings to Muskegon. I mean, just activity. He doesn't need the ball to be a factor, but he finds the ball after they miss.
That's been a hot corner for Johnson, and he goes back to it, and we go back to a single-digit ball game. Big Red by 7.
Yep.
Pull up 3. They're raining threes, Reg, pardon me.
They are. I mean, and we talked about Wayne Memorial, how some of their other players outside of Allen needed to step up and knock down shots, and we saw it right there.
There's a trip. It was inadvertent, but it was a trip. It was by Arquez Petty. the senior guard at 5'9". Here's another look at the three from the corner from RJ.
That's it. We saw, like in the first game, we talked about Northview, who, if they would have knocked down some of those other threes, well, that's the one I'm talking about. You got these quote-unquote, star players here who draw so much attention. When the team does decide to move the ball, it's up to you to knock down those shots.
Jalon's shot is short. Credit the D by Dockery with a capital D. Throw ahead right wing three. A.J. Lambers has done it again. Fourth time he's done it. 12 points on the board for 23 to lead this building.
Well, maybe your name has to be Lambers. You can hit a three because he's done a great job.
Man. Lead back to 10. Meanwhile, Goins is silky smooth from 17. And it's back to an 8-point bump as number 1 gets point number 10.
Yeah, good job by Goins. One thing I'm seeing for Wayne Memorial, though, Johnson, number 3, is open over there in the corner most of the time. So they got to make sure that they're finding him on some of those half-court sets.
Johnson lost it. Dockery again with D. Martin the other way, off the glass, and good for James Martin, the 1,500-point scorer who missed the second half of last year.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a University of Detroit committed. They love him.
How about Allen with a fine finish, and the star power starting to come out. Back to a 7-point game, and watch out. We mentioned how number 5 is a streaky scorer. Allen gets another here. Give him 10. He's now in the double-digit club.
Yeah, and I mean, he wasn't that efficient. He was effective, but he wasn't that efficient in the first half, and so I look for him to turn it up here.
4 of 11 in the first half. 0 of 4 from downtown. Allen still looking to get that 3 going. It's been the friend of the Big Red, as they have knocked home 7 of 15. There's a foul, and that is the 4th foul for Allen. That's big. 4th foul with 2:51 to go on Jalon Allen, and trouble on the horizon for the Zebras of Wayne Memorial.
So while, in my opinion, I think that was pretty clean. Allen just has to be aware, like, hey, I already got 3. Maybe I just got to let this 2 points go so I can stay in the game, because you're only down 4 possessions. Could be 3 possessions if you hit some threes. So yeah, you just got to kind of maybe know when to hold them, when to fold them.
I like that. Kenny Rogers sang that too. Brother Rice with a 7-point win over Northview already in the books. Wayne Memorial Muskegon is upon us, and King and Kentwood is next. Evan Stockton will deliver that along with Reggie Butler. Charlotte Turbrock is our sideline reporter, and we'll have more of her shortly. Right now, the Big Red by 9. They've led by as many as 13. What do the Zebras have to do on offense, Reg?
Make some shots, keep on moving it. Don't get impatient just because you're down. Move the ball and knock down those corner shots.
That shot is an air biscuit, cleaned up by Lambers, and the Big Red on the move. +9 and with it. Martin pull up, 18-footer, had no second chance, and the big boy held on. That's Ethan Matthews. He got busted over the top.
Yep, and what we just saw was 2 shots in a row that happened after dribbling through your legs. Like, that's just kind of on a one-on-one move. This is a high-level game where you have high-level players, but the percentages go down so much when you shoot a jump shot after a move. You know what I mean? If you just dribble into a shot, that's different. But when you shoot a shot like after dribbling through your legs or throwing it behind your back, you're going to make less. I mean, these 2 offenses are good enough to move it a little bit more. When you get it back, you can catch and shoot it, or, then you can dribble it. But shooting after moves, you got to kind of know when to do that after you've made something else maybe.
Jeremiah Smith back out to Goins, tipped away, and saved in the backcourt by Damari Powers, the junior. Right wing to Dyer. Dyer banker, no, cleaned up by Martin, who says, that's my meat.
Yeah, he's a grown man on the boards right there.
Sure is. Martin shake and bake, kick to the corner, 3-ball Dockery, no. Offensive rebound by Lambers, and a fresh reset for the Big Red, who lead this thing by 9 with 70 seconds left in the third. Dribble drive, Martin lost it, but it was tipped out, and it went off of Brandon Quick. Let's stay here.
Yep, good job of team defense there. They saw Martin coming to the hole, and the entire Wayne roster swooped in on him to be able to knock it out of bounds.
The Zebras lost Carlos Medlock in the offseason. He left. He transferred to Link Academy. They lost Austin Torrey to Grand Valley to graduation. They lost Rooks to Schoolcraft. And then Josh Daniels to SWMCC. They lost a lot. 3-4 key guys and upperclassmen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, losing Medlock, I mean, you're talking about a potential McDonald's All-American. I mean, he's phenomenal. And so they've had to make adjustments. And now he's, you know, on a bigger national stage doing well as well.
The Michigan State commit at Link Academy in Missouri doing really well. But there's new guys in Cyrus Goins and Jeremiah Smith that have been new this year. Smith had to sit out last year, and Goins transferred in the offseason from Flat Rock.
And a small thing I'm seeing, Wayne Memorial's doing a good job of when Martin drives, they're all closing in, because I'm going to tell you, if he sees a crack, we might see him take off before the end of the game. He has that ability, kind of like what we saw from Cam Ryans earlier.
No doubt. Goins missed the 3, Smith has the rebound, and the period has ended. 40 to 31, a 9-point lead. We'll take a timeout. Charlotte Turbrock is next with her on the court report. This is the Prep. Welcome back. Half second left. Goins at the horn, no, and that will do it. They said there was a half second left. Goins made the most of it, but off the mark. Let's go to the fourth. Charlotte Turbrock on the other side of this timeout. Back with more in a moment.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. So they were having a lot of fun, pushing it off to each other. Dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to the Gotta Get It Classic at East Kentwood. Let's go down to Charlotte Turbrock, who's courtside with a report. Charlotte, take it away.
Thanks, Chad. Head coach Steve Brooks of Wayne Memorial leads this team with family by his side. His brother, Ryan Brooks, has been coaching with him since 2010. They have a unified vision for the success of this team, and it has worked so far. Let's see if they can get this one out coming up. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, what a great bond, Charlotte. Thank you for the report. He's the primary developer, and the ops manager is the son, Ryan Brooks, under Steve Brooks, the head coach. And they've done it together now for 10 years. And he's the summer coach, Reg, and he's the former ball boy at Eastern Michigan when Earl Boykins was roaming around. And this is a very connected basketball family. Cool to see father and son doing it. Steve Brooks and Ryan Brooks leading the way for Wayne Memorial.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a family affair, as you would call it. And I mean, you love to hear stories like that. I mean, it's great for the Wayne Memorial community and great for the coaching staff. Brings cohesion.
There you see the Zebras 6-1. Gary Johnson, one of their prized alums, played at UCF. 1,400 strong, Division I, 25-4 last year, perfect 14-0 record in the KLAA, and they lost in the finals. That's Cyrus Goins, who quenches. This kid's quite an addition. He's got some length and adds a lot to the table. He leads them in deflections too, Reg, on the defensive end.
Yeah, I like his game. I mean, he's a jump shooting, and I won't really call him a big guy, but he has length. He has, you know, he shoots the ball well. And like I said, if he can continue to play good defense, block shots, I mean, he's a big-time threat.
Worthington, a tough luck miss. Saved by Goins. Allen saved it on the floor. And he was getting down and dirty on the deck with Noble. Here's another look at the Worthington miss and the scramble.
Yep, and you see Goins there, who we were talking about, just being able to grab that rebound. And here's why I like Goins grabbing that rebound, because he can dribble. So I like it when a taller player can get the rebound and push it. Yes, when you don't get the rebound, go ahead and run. But like, who's going to stop you? You know, if you're big and you can get the rebound and push it, who's going to stop you? A little guy can't stand in front of you, and a big guy can't stay with you.
Good point. Petty feeds it left wing to Worthington, and it's a block by Quick. Ball out of bounds, baseline left.
Worthington, he's crafty here on this baseline. We've seen him knock down shots, but what he does also is he attacks closeouts really well.
Yeah, you bet. There you see the heady play to create and cause the foul. Meanwhile, Martin the other way finishes. That's James Martin with his second field goal at 6'4". Future product of Mark Montgomery and Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, they're excited to have him. I mean, he's a college level athlete. He's gotten so much better as a player, and again, as he continues to add to his consistency, you see that rebound right there. I mean,
buddies.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, play like this, if he can, great pass, if he can get into the lane, I mean, he'll rise up and dunk all over you.
Martin, a patient player, will back it out. Meanwhile, Petty attacks Worthington from the elbow. No, tapped around and saved and controlled by Smith. On the run, Smith. Bounce pass left block, lay-in, no good. Tap back out to Allen. Allen in a critical possession. Draws the foul and has a chance to get this thing down to 7, Reg.
Yeah, absolutely. A great tap out. Being able to keep it alive, get the offensive rebound. You see Allen, ooh, nice stutter step, getting in the paint and getting fouled.
So line right, Jalon Allen, the commit to Toledo, the senior guard, such a leader and a guy that is a 3-level scorer, college-ready guard. Todd Kowalczyk with 1D is going to love him. He's loving what the Catholic League in the Detroit area has given him recently. Leroy Blyden with 36 the other night for Toledo, the former UAG Jesuit product.
And I mean, I can't say enough about what Toledo does with their guards. I mean, the MAC in general is a great place for Michigan kids, first of all.
Yep.
You know, the in-state schools, Eastern, Central, Western, everybody. And but, you know, Toledo, when it's something about what they do with their guards, what they infuse in them, the confidence they give them. I mean, from Ryan Rollins to Leroy Blyden to they, you know,
Sonny Wilson.
Sonny, geez, it was coming to me, but Sonny.
Worthington for 3. Yeah, we touched on Blyden, but he followed up Sonny Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the Cubs? I mean, they must. How about Pat? I'm about to tell you what, Todd Kowalczyk owes Pat a Christmas card at UAD High.
Absolutely.
Pat Donnelly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, here's Martin in the open court. Let's see.
Right hand, left side, no bueno. 2-on-1 developing the other way. Allen says this is how you do it, but not that way. Allen wants the throw ahead. Catch completed and fouled going up. Fine catch by Martin, great throw ahead, but the highlight in the poster wasn't coming. Roy Johnson says,
Yeah, absolutely. And Martin going ahead, they had to follow him to stop him. But, you know, on the Toledo tip, I mean, it's what they do to their guards, the way that they infuse confidence, you know, down there, Jeff Massey, Justin Ingram, Coach K. I mean, it's just amazing how they turn mid-major guards. I remember texting with Coach K when Ryan Rollins signed there. Mm-hmm. And, you know, just a congratulations. And you know what he said? This was before the portal and everything. He said, thanks, Reg. I think he can be a pro. How many MAC schools get a guard out of high school and say he can be a pro?
Yeah, in his first year, you haven't even had a chance to develop him.
Exactly, not a transfer, like a true high school kid.
Yep. Paul Tocco is high school coach at Dakota High School. They celebrated this year by retiring his number. He got a second contract as well. Good on him. He deserves it. Timeout on the floor, 5:07 to go. We'll keep it right here. Want to tell you about Muskegon and what they've been able to do as a program. Reg talked about the community in Muskegon, and they're behind their athletics. And boy, do they get behind the basketball as well. Playing out of the OK Green, just shy of 1,100. Division I, of course. 20 wins last year, finished first, won the OK Green. Lost to Rockford by 2 in the district finals. They've got a really tough, as Reg mentioned, the OK Red nearby. It's a tough district. State titles, well, 3 of them. And you don't have to go back too far. 2014, their last time. And the man that did it is their head coach now. You'll recall Deontay Davis, parade All-American, Michigan Stater, played in the G Leagues, played in the NBA before leaving to play in Taiwan. And there's their best player, James Martin, for the Big Red of Muskegon.
And, you know, talking about Deontay Davis when Muskegon went on that run, I mean, and they were hard to beat. And, you know, just recently as last year was playing in the Taiwanese league, I kind of ran across him and somebody put us in connection, and he had really gotten things together after, you know, coming out of the NBA. And, I mean, he was playing phenomenal in Taiwan. And I got to see him over the summer and talk with him a little bit the summer before when he was kind of getting things back together. And it's such a great story. You know, everything doesn't go in success isn't linear.
That's right.
You know, sometimes you take zigzags per se, and he was at the top of the hill. And I mean, he's just such a great example for the Muskegon community in how to still fight through and, you know, keep it alive.
Tough kid, perseverance. He's learned it along the way. And his head coach in high school, his head coach in college, and Tom Izzo. How about that share to the sugar? James Martin has eyes. And it's a finish for Noble.
Yeah, good job. I mean, Martin draws a lot of attention, and he was able to drop it off there. Great play.
Beautiful feed for the Mr. Basketball candidate. Goings back to Allen, time winding down for the Zebras. 4:19 left. It's a 13-point lead. This is their largest, Reg. What do the Zebras have to do to hold on to the rails before they go riding off it?
Well, yeah, Allen has to get going. And, you know, I mean, it's you love team ball. You love moving the ball, yes, but, you know, you are the guy. So a quick 2 to 3 shot run by Allen. Next thing you know, they're back in the game. And he could do it. I mean, he's one of the best guards in the state, let alone the Midwest. So he could do it definitely.
Kick out, right wing 3, Splash City. A.J. Lambers has been on fire. He's got 5 triples to go with 6 rebounds. And that just might have done it, a 16-point advantage.
But Lambert, he's showed up big time.
Allen willing his way to the bucket, draws the foul. But the run by Muskegon, their largest, it's an 8-0 run. They've extended the lead to 16 points.
Good job. You see Allen there charging his way in. So free throws is one way to do it. If you can get to the line, okay, so it's 3 minutes, 44 seconds. If you can get to the line about 6 more times in this last 3 minutes, along with make some shots, and I say the line because you're going to get 2 shots, be able to score, you know, while the clock is stopped. So imagine you mix that in along with making a couple of threes and a couple of easy points. Then now, next thing you know, you have a comeback. So it's very important that Jaylon Allen knocks these down.
There you see the great crowd on hand to the GottaGetIt Classic here at East Kentwood High School. Important free throws, you say, and mission accomplished. Allen knocks them both home.
Yeah, and as you name the GottaGetIt Classic, I mean, look what Mike Thomas has put together again. I mean, this is a phenomenal. This is, you know, this is one of the best showcase events here in the state.
Zebras get a stop. Allen the other way. He's got a quick 4. And this game is back to a 12-point game with 3:20 left. as we get a hold on the inbound, and they're going to get the foul on number 4. That's Damari Powers, the junior, but another look at the Allen will to the hole.
Just bully ball. I mean, sometimes, you know, the skill goes out the window. You got to get it, like it's called the GottaGetIt Classic. You got to figure out how you can make it happen. And good job by Allen.
Petty kick to the corner, 3-ball Lambers again, you betcha. A.J. Lambers, the freshman, has 18, 6 triples, accounting for all of them.
He's rising to the occasion. No day looks like it's too big for him.
Adds to the freshman class we've already hyped up. We saw Jordan McDaniels. We saw the young man earlier this week at Frederick Douglass, Oliver.
This freshman class, and there's going to be one later at Rockford. Jace, excuse me, I don't want to butcher his last name. I'm at the freshman. I think he's only like 13 years old, or he might have just turned 14. I saw him this summer at the Xavier Tillman campus. I mean, this freshman class is wow.
A.J. Lambers, 6 of them. Pow, pow. And the lead has blossomed to 15 again for the Big Red.
Yeah, and if you're a player like Lambers, I mean, to me, being able to catch and shoot is just so valuable because you can kind of get away from your other star, but you can still have an impact.
No doubt. Superior Asphalt, your local West Michigan paving contractor since 1983, specializing in new construction, asphalt maintenance, and repair. Atlantic Fish, known for its quality offerings and versatile dining experience. Atlantic Fish Market. It represents the best of West Michigan seafood selection, and they offer a wide array of fresh seafood featuring over 20 different cuts of fish. Free throw line left for Lambers. This is the GottaGetIt Classic. Nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. GottaGetIt practices programs and coordinates projects that provide opportunities for both youth and young adults across the state of Michigan, including Genesee, Kalamazoo, and Kent counties. Wayne Memorial needs instant points. They're down 16, make it 14 thanks to the lob and the catch and finish from Brandon Quick, who's had a nice night for the Zebras, Reg.
Yes, he is. I like Quick. I mean, he's active. He's around the ball. He finds a way, and he does what he can.
One of the returners from last year, he came off the bench, was the 7th man, but a guy that Steve Brooks feels is a late bloomer, and he's improved so much in the offseason, and he contributes 8 and 8 as he makes a defensive impact there as well, Reg.
Absolutely. Kept Martin from getting too close to the lane. Now he has to make free throws. And I'll say this about Martin. If you look at his motions, his game, he's an open court guy. Like, you know, he gets a head start. And, you know, you see the sponsors there. But Martin gets ahead. You know, he likes to get ahead of steam. But here in Keith Guy's offense, they play half-court fundamental ball. And, of course, they get out open court, but, you know, running the flex and things. There's some players who would think that's holding them back. But Martin embraces it because when he gets to college, guess what they're going to play? You know,
open offense.
Well, yeah, open offense. So he'll be back to him. But when they do run plays and sets, he'll have to say he have done it. Exactly. So, like to any high school players who's watching, yes, it's cool to go back to half court and get a head start like you're LeBron and get the ball and clear out. But you got to know how to run an offense and play within a system. And I think Martin is getting the perfect blend of it here in Muskegon.
Beautiful pass from Demetrio Dockery, just a sophomore. And the finish from Noble. 16-point game. This is the largest with 105 seconds to go. Stick around after this one's done. Charlotte Turbrock will have our G of the game. And there's one that stands out a little more than most, but look, the total effort tonight by this Muskegon club, pretty efficient, including 10 of 22 from downtown, which was one of their big advantages in this game, Reg.
Yes, it was. And I mean, the ability to knock down shots is everything because they keep score.
Yeah. Noble with a rebound. 11-6 for Noble. 11-6 for Martin. And 19-7 from Lambers. Martin high on the right. And his head coach, Mark Montgomery, next year at UAD Mercy, knows what he's getting in Martin.
Absolutely. And I mean, like I say, you know, he's getting a perfect blend here. He's going to come in prepared. Physically, he's ready. You know, athletically, physically, he's ready. And in college, it's a more open game. And so, you know, he'll be able to attack during those times, but he'll also know when they play half-court ball, he'll have gotten a ton of experience here under Keith Guy.
So Muskegon will stay perfect on the year and go to 6-0. Wayne Memorial will lose its first game in the state of Michigan this year. From a team from the state of Michigan this year. And the Big Red move on behind a freshman in the name of A.J. Lambers, who we have not heard the last from. An impressive win for the Big Red to stay perfect, Reg.
Yes, it is. I mean, this was, you know, they showed their discipline, they showed their ability to make shots and also play defense.
We'll be back with our G of the game and the MVP of the Gotta Get It for Game 2, a game that goes to Muskegon, who wins it by 16 over the second place finishers from a year ago.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Time for our G Brand USA G of the game. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by with a G for the Big Red. Charlotte, who is it?
Brand USA and the GGI Classic MVP. You went 6 for 8 for threes. You had 19 points tonight. What was allowing you to go off so crazy here?
My teammates getting me open. My coach is making great plays for me, and we just did great today.
You guys were close in the first quarter. It was tied. You guys really broke out in the second and third. What allowed you guys to perform as a whole so well?
We just stick together. Did everything. We did everything together. We never got apart from each other, and we just stayed in together.
What do you want everyone to know about this Muskegon team?
We're not gonna ever try to quit. We're gonna stay in the game, and don't doubt us.
All right, thank you, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Charlotte, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Congratulations to the freshman, A.J. Lambers. A big night, Reg, leading the way in the points category. May not have been on the bingo card but 19 points, 6 of 8 from downtown. A very worthy A.J. Lambers, the freshman, getting our G of the game and the MVP of Game 2 of the Gotta Get It Classic.
Yeah, and bigger than, well, as big as his 19 points was the 7 rebounds. Because if you think about it, if he doesn't get those rebounds, then they don't stop Wayne from having second chance points. So great all-around game by the freshman.
Final tallies in this one, 36% shooting by the Zebras, thanks to the tough D by the Big Red, who knocked it home from distance. 5 triples in the first, 5 in the second, 10 triples for 22 tries, and they were led by the freshman A.J. Lambers. Help along the way, though, Kyron Noble with 11 and 6, and 11 and 6 as well for James Martin. The Big Reds go to 6-0. Meanwhile, Wayne Memorial falls with 16 points behind Jalon Allen, a dozen for Cyrus Goins. But Reg, they struggled from downtown, just 24% and 36% for the game.
And that was the key. I mean, they just didn't make enough shots. I mean, they played hard. They played very hard, but Wayne Memorial just didn't make enough shots to be able to get over the hump.
Well, next up, we've got another banger, if you will. Detroit King taking on the home host, East Kentwood. Glad you've been with us for Game 2 of the Gotta Get It Classic. Your final score: Muskegon 59, Wayne Memorial 43. The Big Reds stay perfect. The Zebras get nipped for the second time this year. Both teams with something to say. My name is Chad Bush, for my partner Reggie Butler and Charlotte Turbrock. Good night. Thanks for watching. So long.